Did you know that some of the most famous authors in the world never use outlines? That's right, writers like Stephen King and J.K. Rowling built entire empires of stories without following a strict plan. In fact, studies show that 75% of best-selling authors create their books without a clear outline. Instead, they let the story unfold naturally. So, why do so many writers believe they need an outline? If you're tired of trying to fit your creativity into a box, this guide is for you. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets of writing amazing stories without the constraints of outlines. You'll learn how to let your characters drive the plot, trust your instincts, and embrace chaos as your ally. By the end, you'll see that writing without an outline isn't just possible, it might be the best way to discover your most original ideas. Stay tuned to learn the strategies that will help you create stories that feel fresh, unpredictable, and deeply engaging. You'll discover how to transform your writing process from stressful to exciting. Ready to throw out the outline and let your imagination lead the way? Let's dive in. Chapter 1: Embrace Chaos. The magic of the unplanned narrative. Outlining can feel like a cage, locking your creativity in. But chaos is freedom. Think of storytelling like a painting. If you start with a blank canvas and let your brush flow freely, amazing things can happen. When you embrace the mess, you allow the story to grow organically. This is exactly how Stephen King writes. He doesn't plot. Instead, he lets the story unfold as he writes, trusting his instincts. "I just type what comes into my head," King says. That's the magic of spontaneity. Let the story evolve with each word, and watch as the plot twists in ways you didn't expect. Chapter 2: Character-driven chaos. Let your characters take the lead. Great stories are built on great characters, and they don't need a map to navigate. A strong character will tell you what happens next, even if you haven't outlined it yet. Think about it, characters are like people. They have wants, fears, and desires that shape their actions. Just like you don't know what your friend will do next, you won't always know what your character will do. But if you know your characters deeply, you can trust them to lead the way. For example, J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series grew as much from her characters' actions as from her own ideas. Allow your characters to make decisions that push the plot forward, and watch as the story falls into place. Chapter 3: Plotting in the Dark. The art of serendipitous discovery. Sometimes, the best way to plot is by writing without a plan. This is what some writers call plotting in the dark. You don't know what's going to happen next, but that's the fun part. Famous writers like George R. R. Martin take this approach. In fact, he's known for starting his A Song of Ice and Fire series without any clear idea of where the story would go. Instead, he follows the characters and lets them lead him. This uncertainty can spark creativity. It's like taking a road trip without GPS. You don't know what you'll discover, but that's part of the adventure. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more writing secrets. Chapter 4: Scene by Scene. Building a story from small moments. Instead of stressing over the big picture, focus on building your story scene by scene. Each moment is a building block that forms the larger structure. This method works well because it allows you to concentrate on writing small, vivid pieces that contribute to the overall narrative. You don't need to worry about what happens 5 chapters from now. Just write what's happening right now. This technique also taps into your creativity because you don't have the pressure of a rigid framework. Every scene becomes a new opportunity to explore something fresh, making your writing feel dynamic and full of life. Chapter 5: Intuition over Instruction. Trust your writer's instinct. Trusting your instincts might sound cliché, but it's essential for storytellers who avoid outlining. Writers often spend too much time searching for rules and formulas. But sometimes, the best writing happens when you trust your gut. A 2016 study by the University of Toronto found that when writers follow their intuition, they often create more emotionally engaging work. So, instead of worrying about plot structure, focus on what feels right. If your characters are acting in a way that feels true to their nature, go with it. It's often the unplanned moments that create the most powerful scenes. Chapter 6: The Power of the What If. Playing with possibilities to fuel your plot. One of the simplest ways to spark creativity is to ask yourself, what if? The beauty of this question is that it opens up endless possibilities. What if a character wakes up with no memory? Or, what if a quiet town suddenly faces a disaster? Each what if creates a world of potential, and you can explore it without a strict outline. This technique is used by authors like Neil Gaiman, who is known for creating intricate worlds based on a single what if question. For example, his novel American Gods began with the question, what if gods still walk among us, unnoticed by most people? This small question launched an entire universe. So, when in doubt, ask yourself, what if? And let your imagination run wild. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more storytelling strategies that will help you become a master of creative freedom. Final thought: storytelling doesn't have to be about following a map. In fact, some of the best stories come from writers who let the journey unfold as they go. By embracing chaos, trusting your characters, and using your intuition, you can write compelling stories without ever picking up a pen to outline. The best part? Your creativity is no longer shackled by a rigid structure. Instead, you have the freedom to explore, discover, and surprise both yourself and your readers. So, take a deep breath, let go of the need for a detailed plan, and start writing from the heart. You never know where the story might take you.